Maybe an invade. You think? Think COD's invading?
No, I think they should give up First Blood.
I think they're going to play Kraken.
I think if Cognitive dies first, they might win the game. Every time someone kills Cloud9 first, they lose.
Well, let's see. Let's
They
do the
just
picks
get
and
mad.
bans.
Like,
Let's go once more into the fray here with the peanut butter jelly.
hey, Ares again getting banned. Shots to
Is Aurora's Ares that good?
Aurora's Ares is that good, yes.
Is Ares that good?
Ares is good.
Right.
Aurora's Ares is
I know Aurora's
banned.
Ares is really good. Like he's a you know, a prototype for the character, but still, like, are you that scared of the Ares?
Circuit going to be taken away. No surprise there. Andy loves his go-to. Andy, for me, I think one of Andy's biggest weaknesses is he does well with a god, and then next game he feels that he has to change gods to try to be tricky. I feel in my bones that he's just going to pick a wheelish here, and something's either going to get dropped, or he might just dominate. But I feel like if Cloud9 is going to lose this game, I think it's going to come because Andy picks a different god and just doesn't do what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
It happens a lot.
Just because he wants the style?
I don't think it's that he wants a style. I think it comes down to Andy's like, all right, I just played that. They know my strategy now. I got to switch it up. Like
Yeah.
He's neurotic and he panics.
He also lifted Mjolnir at the end of last season, so.
That's true.
We'll see. We'll see how it works out for him.
After they lost to Ares twice in a row.
And they banned Ares, didn't they?
And first pick.
And once again, the first pick Sobek. 5th game this week that we've seen Sobek first picked in North America.
Who knows what's going on?
On these top North American squads.
Cognitive Gaming, 2 options.
You know, I told them this is what's going to happen when I saw those changes. I shit you not. I was like, Sobek, you didn't change the ultimate mana return and reduce all of his mana costs. He now has infinite mana.
Yes, he does.
And Breastplate of Valor costs like 700 gold less.
Yes, it does. Which means he gains 550 out the gate. And which.
Well, no, it's only 300 now.
What? Oh, it's only. You're right. It's only 300, but that's still like 3.5 spell casts.
Still
now.
plenty of mana.
Jeez.
It's like 3.5 rotations of spells now.
Athena Janus going with the double global as
and
we look to Cloud9.
Puts a little pressure on the Cloud9 to pick up a Thor here, or an Apollo, yeah, or a Xbalanque, right? They need to take a global off the board, maybe 2.
On the opposite of Andy, BaRRaCCuDDa plays well with the god. He's like, give me that every game.
Yeah, I'll just keep playing this until they stop me.
This is for me. I'm expecting a mid lane pick here, and it's going to be Nua.
Yeah, I'm just going to take some globals off the board there. But Thor is still available for Cog. You may get your wishes may come true here. That is the right pick in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. Go for the
For
globals.
5 generic players, right?
I would like to see
Pernicus,
Thor, Ymir, and Anhur. They go triple global, triple structure, and just control team fights.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Easy.
Oh, but okay, you can't argue with Hou Yi. Like, that character's crazy right now.
Did you see when Naja was picked right above Hou Yi? And it looks like his hand extends into the other portrait.
It's the give me the hand
It
thing.
looks like he's holding up Athena's shield here.
His arm's actually behind it.
Yeah.
There's the wheelish band. See, Cognitive thinks what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they're on the DM Brandon train.
They got it, man. And that's I know that's what Andy would have picked too.
With the Sobek, yeah.
If we get a Cloud9 interview today, first question's got to be, were you going to pick a wheelish?
Were you going to pick a wheelish in the second game?
And he's like, I would have wrecked. Ban for Cloud9. Final ban of the game.
Dun, da, da, da.
Solo laner, I imagine. Hades.
Hades. Yeah, good synergy with the team that they have already on the side of Cognitive. Another big magic damage dealer.
Plus, if anyone gets locked in that Hades ult and the suns come down.
Yeah. Yeah, plus, you know, he can stall the lane versus the lane staller of them all, Sobek.
Yeah, that's true. All right, option 2, Cognitive.
Cognitive, 1 pick before the final 2 from Cloud9, and they'll take Bay.
Wow, okay, they're going to pick their solo laner now. It could be the jungler, so could Athena, so there is some flex pick or ambiguity on the board. We're looking at Cloud9 right now to finish it up. They're looking most definitely for their solo laner and for their jungler.
Well, it could be support. They could be running that Sobek as a solo. We'll see.
And he's going to run it back.
Hey, the run back.
The run back.
Wow, it wants to prove you wrong.
He does.
Screw you, DM Brandon. I'm picking out Kuang.
You got me, Andy. You got me.
Now, will you get Cognitive is the question.
I don't know.
I don't know. Best is capable of carrying this game on Giannis.
Yes, he definitely is.
Anytime you see a Giannis and you see a good player, I mean, there's just a chance that it just goes horribly wrong for Cloud9 and they just get Giannis. But they'll take the Gab out Kuang combination. That's real nice.
That solo Beck, though.
And solo back. Yeah, I was expecting solo back here.
Dude, solo Geb is not a joke.
Yes, it is.
No, it's really not.
It's really a joke.
Dude, solo Geb is a
What are you,
monster. Yes, I am P-Bat.
Back when I was still streaming, we used to play, I played Jungle Vulcan, and he would play solo lane Geb.
Thumper Vulcan?
No. This is Vulcan Redo.
Oh, okay.
And so he would go to lane and blink Cataclysm, and I would shoot the ultimate, and we would just pub stomp that way. That was our thing.
And
They'll take 1. Okay.
So
The GG master himself.
Guan Yu likely doesn't go to the solo here. Beck doesn't care about Guan Yu.
No. Guan Yu's going to djpernicus in the jungle.
Yes, yes.
We've already learned. We've already learned that lesson.
Yes, yes. Everything looks to be normal here. I'm very curious to see how Cabom's going to do on this Hou Yi. Hou Yi, one of the more mechanically, I'd say, intensive gods.
Yeah.
Bouncing the ricochets, placement of dive bombs for knockbacks. I mean, it can be pretty difficult. And going up against BaRRaCCuDDa's Apollo, right? Like,
well, there's like, there's like, I know how to like ricochet a shot, and I kind of get the idea of off a straight wall, you know, where I can lead them. And then there's like, I understand every facet of the map, and I get triple shots.
For free.
I know where the triple shot setups are. I should have bait you into them. I know when I can take long range chances. But I think that I would wager, if we go back and look at it, that Hou Yi has been played exclusively or very nearly exclusively on the Chaos side. And I think it's because of that. Remember that shot that BaRRaCCuDDa took?
The blind shot in the jungle towards the purple camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That triple bounce that goes into the purple camp. I wouldn't be surprised if it's really that. That is the big difference, that you can safely kind of try to snipe away that purple.
Yeah, Hou Yi, probably one of the few gods in the game that is maybe his tier list or even relevancy to the pros is dependent on the side of the map.
Yeah. But that's just a matter of time, right? You know, you got to think if the game wasn't patched for 2 years, someone will find a way that he was just better on the solo side.
Yeah. Right.
Or that you just take him to solo and you just like bounce it around in this one spot and it clears the wave in one shot. You know, like
right there where he got the triple bounce.
That's right. There's some kind of crazy amount of emerging gameplay that.
That was 4 seconds. The only negative there is Cabom should have been strafing towards the purple.
Oh, come on.
He should have been strafing towards the purple.
You're right. Just like MLC Stealth shouldn't have procced his root on that minion to keep it in the middle there. He could have gotten a little bit faster this wave. But instead, Best will get the best of this early foray into the middle. Solo laners cleaning out their blue buffs with the junglers. Junglers now going to make their way happily to the mid lane where the camps will be taken. And the courtesy camp going to the right side for red and the blue side.
I mean, I'll tell you, you know, I've played jungle a few times. You watch any ranked game, almost 9 times out of 10, that jungler is going to look to try to steal that camp. And Andy's like, no, you can have it.
Yeah.
And that's Andy's playstyle. Even if they're taking his speed buff, he's like, oh, I'll just go get back camps. It's fine. You guys can have that. Good play. And then he just walks away. Andy's the only jungler who does that. Have you ever seen what happens to Weaken when someone tries to take his speed buff?
I've heard it.
Dude, he has like a heart attack.
Yeah, I've heard of what happens.
I took Weaken's speed buff once. He was mad at me for 2 weeks. It's not even a joke. He was really upset.
Were you on his team?
Yes.
Oh, you're scum.
I'm like, I could have this, right? He was like Thanatos. He was level 19.
And he wanted the speed buff still?
He's like, no, it's mine. Don't touch that. I'm like, dude, come on. He's very angry. He's probably in chat
gameplay
right
over here
now.
in the solo lane.
I still hate him.
Who will blink first?
So far, it's been Meerkat as he walks back to his tower line. That ward placement has done well for them in 2 games, stopping this early rotation.
Yeah, they found Kuang again. Andy, he'll just leech out the archers here and run away back to who?
So this game, instead of tweeting about Mystical Mail, it's going to be, Andy in solo lane.
Yeah, Andy's just camping my lane. But Bellona a little bit safer than Osiris.
Aror strangely choosing right there to dash through, giving a lot of wave clear opportunity to the boys in blue.
They'll get a good bit of Cabom's mana there as well, and that's been the big difference here so far in this lane in Game 1 and now into Game 2 is BaRRaCCuDDa and Jeff getting really successfully getting those pots off of Cabom nice and early. He's out of health regen.
Baskin by himself here against some archers. Shouldn't have too much trouble. In fact, they're going to not even step into the tower line. Smart of him not to take any damage there. Just make sure. Oh, here we go.
Guan with a big opportunity. Tallow Assault.
Oh,
is mezzed away. Doesn't have the ultimate, but this should still be a kill to BaRRaCCuDDa. He's going to try to run away from Jeff.
Moves are up. No, the moves are up. He's baiting.
You're right. Yeah, Stone Shield going to be available here as well.
You'll note the way that he did that. He was trying to get the largest path possible towards MLC Stealth. Oh! Space and time is going to hit, though. Juke back, kill TheBest.
Nice shot there by Best. He's going to secure the first blood for Cognitive. The fight's still going on, though. Trying to move away as the team. They're going to find Andy now. Andy going to throw out some in-hands, but they're just a bit too low. Really out of mana to re-aggress into that Kuang. And look at the meantime, MLC Stealth takes quite a bit of damage as well. And the mark's still on him. Looks like he got hit by a bounce shot perhaps there. But 3 minutes in, it's first blood for Cognitive Gaming on the back of a brilliantly placed portal from Best.
I mean, I like the way Aror played it, right, with his control. And I respect what djpernicus was trying to do in lane by getting himself to stop. He was actually stopping his own damage, so that way he could actually not get mezzed. And hello.
Lol. That's hilarious.
He missed the tail whip, though.
Hey, you know, you can't hit them all. I guess Meerkat was alt-tabbed, you know, checking out what homework he had to do on Monday, waiting for the waves.
Maybe he was just on Twitter.
Maybe.
Guys, if you guys could ask Andy to leave my lane alone, please. I have wards. I promise there's
Shout out
wards.
to Baskin. Baskin actually asked me if he could do his homework while playing a game at LAN.
Wait,
like, you know, when I'm dead, can I like alt-tab? Is that allowed? It's like, no. Are you kidding?
That's good stuff, man.
That was really funny.
Speaking of good stuff, JeffHindla falls. Another kill for Cognitive.
Oh, Meerkat. Wow. Did he just luck out there? I mean, he probably wasn't dead either way there, but it's always nice when your Eagles rally just happens to hit the invisible outclaw.
And here's the call. You rotate to solo, you lose something in duo. Cognitive up 2-0. They're going to get the first goal fury of the game.
Come on, please. Okay.
See, I like the fact that Cabom tanked that. I think that's really smart because he is the person that wants to go back the most right now, so he doesn't need the HP.
I thought he may die, though.
Oh, no, he was fine.
It was
He's
two more hits, dude. 2 hits, he was dead.
Exactly.
New ultimate, maybe? It was down. Don't even.
I looked over. I'm like, oh, you're right about that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it was used early, and that's probably why he did it. Yeah, because it's just now coming back up from stealth. So they probably knew that it was down in that situation.
The boots are done. He rotates back to lane. BaRRaCCuDDa right now, only about 100 gold down, but Hou Yi has so much damage.
Oh, the slap fight.
So it was strange that Meerkat decided to tank that up, considering he could have waited till the creeps met up, and then he could have hit 5 at once, not only clearing the wave faster without taking damage, but he would have healed for more.
Andinster. He's poking his head around the corner
and there's
again.
a ward. I mean, he promised. He just said he promised that he has wards. Or was that me saying that?
That was, I think you said that.
Oh, okay. So that was him.
Meerkat, don't turn that corner, bud. Okay.
Don't. Yeah, it's your blue's gone. It's over.
He's a better player than I am. Because I would have been like, I wonder if my blue still can I take it with disarm?
I'm gonna get it with Scourge.
Yeah.
It's level 1.
Let me
That's
get,
like 80
let me just
damage.
steal this away.
Actually, it might not even do 80 damage.
It does 80 damage.
Yeah, probably.
At rank 1, 75 maybe?
Plus
rank 1
scan.
Scourge. We'll take a look at rank 1
Can
Scourge,
we see
please.
Scourge, please? Can we hover on Meerkat?
Rank 1
we go.
Scourge. 60.
Plus 50% though, so 80 from the boots and then another 7. So it's doing like 87.5 right now.
Sick.
He could have stole it.
But then mitigations?
Oh, right. 81.
Who knows?
Right, who knows? Probably someone from Europe.
Probably like Flare Boot, yeah. Okay, this time I think it looks like they're trying to bait this here, but
that's real bad.
Yeah, Meerkat's not dead. He's gonna get the beads. So he did pick up beads on his last back. We missed that. Andy, though, now he's caught out in an awkward situation as Giannis comes through, but Best.
Why?
Not feeling like he wants to move forward there.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe he didn't take that option. Andy was out of spells. Baskin was very low. BaRRaCCuDDa is here with ultimate. Like, that was good to go.
Yeah, I concur.
Cheapers.
But, you know, Best also just uses abilities. He is not rocking cooldown Giannis, so his cooldowns are a little chunky. Had used his threshold already, couldn't slow anybody down.
Those are the most devastating auto attacks. Did you hear that sound hitting the ward?
Oh,
BaRRaCCuDDa, see you later.
My goodness.
Wow, one more hit. That could have been it. Hey.
Okay, BaRRaCCuDDa, he's feeling a little chippy here as well, as he'll go in. He'll get a bunch of shots off into Aror as well. Gets about 50% of the HP.
Cabom, it looks like, got sent back there. You'll notice he has that bound gauntlet going into that Soul Eater next.
Poor Baskin. In the slap fight.
Ooh, that bludgeon, though. And baited. Let's see if it works out.
Yeah, I think it does.
Eagles rally. Baskin low. Baskin down, and it will be a trade.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a kill happening out there, but yeah, I think you're right. Baskin didn't need to trade away there.
That was a really good trade for Cloud9, honestly. Given the fact that Meerkat got the kill first, the bounty increases, and then andinster getting the kill on an assassin versus getting it on, against the Sobek, that was probably a pretty big win there.
But look at it. I mean, look at Cog. Like they're doing a much better job in this game. Now they have the small advantage of pressing it, right? They're showing that they know how to play from ahead. I think playing from behind is much harder, but now they have this advantage. They're not making the mistake that maybe some of the teams that are kind of at the bottom of Tier 2 teams, I would say Cog really being the top Tier 2 team in the moment.
Andy forced the beats.
They're doing, Andy, he finds himself in a bit of trouble, but they're pressing their advantage nicely there. They steal a back camp. They're putting pressure on the map. They're getting deep wards as well with their map control, and they're trying to restrict what Cloud9 can do. So hats off to Cognitive Gaming for showing some real strategic depth here, as they really do know how to execute.
BaRRaCCuDDa just hitting into level 9, showing a slight disadvantage against Cabom. Cabom looking for that Soul Eater timing. He's almost there.
Yeah, liking the Hou Yi play out of Cabom as well. It's been solid so far.
I've seen him play it before, but I don't think I would have expected him to like go all in with this, especially against BaRRaCCuDDa, who is known as one of the most mechanically sound players worldwide.
Yeah, sometimes those these flavor of the month gods they're just so they become such comfort picks so quickly because you're spamming them in ranked games.
Yeah.
Notably, probably Muzenkob being one of the last ones that really heavily had that kind of same thing happen. When Transcendence that Transcendence Rush Muzenkob build was so popular in ranked, you would see it like trickle into the pro level play as well. Even though Muzenkob just gets absolutely wrecked by a lot of counter picks.
Everyone.
Yeah, you would see it just kind of trickle in just because players are so comfortable, and so Hou Yi a little bit more viable, I think, than that Muzenkob. But maybe an evade coming out. Auror's going to find a 3-man taunt, 3-man shield wall, a beautiful through space, and Tim coming out as well by Giannis. Moving away is going to be Geb, trying to roll out his Hindla. Cabom maybe errantly goes after him. BaRRaCCuDDa comes crashing in as well, and the fight continues on. Remember, there is heals on the side of Cognitive Gaming informing that Guan Yu, and they're taking the longer engagement quite nicely here. MLC Stealth trying to hide in his cloud. He does have the minion moving forward. JeffHindla now getting quite low. The Athena ultimate's going to come back in. They're going to take down Hindla with it. Dashing forward is Pern, and they do take the Geb. Maybe Stealth was the target there, though. 2
for 1 overall with Cabom going down.
They're going to take more. They get more. They get more.
They're trying for more. BaRRaCCuDDa is laying waste to djpernicus, though. Here comes Baskin. Meerkat going for the fight. Moves already. He's out.
Yeah, BaRRaCCuDDa's going to be out, but Baskin.
djpernicus is almost dead.
We'll take Pern down. Anti-heal factoring in there. Taunt back into the shield wall. Body blocked out by Meerkat, though. Not going to get too much damage out of that. They will stop Sobek for now, but they
Baskin, didn't block the path. That's the way that he wants to go.
Yeah.
They for some reason, blocked their
They thought he was
side
going to
of the
lane
jungle.
somehow.
Strange.
Yeah, that's a small misplay.
That's a much bigger thing than a small misplay. Letting him get away for free like that also stops their ability to go for that Gold Fury.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Gold Fury. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they lose out on that opportunity for sure.
But still, I mean, 3-7, they wind up taking probably a better run overall. Cabom getting in there early. I think the biggest issue with that fight for Cog was the fact that Cabom ran out of mana really early. He never got to use the Sunbreaker, and as a result, couldn't control the space necessary to get his team to truly win that fight.
Baskin, I assume he's having fun.
It's like, I'm coming back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, Andy's here.
Yeah. No, but for real, Andy is here, though. Athena ultimate going to come out here, and that's going to be enough for Cloud9 to fall back. See Andy respecting that Athena initiation. They will find Baskin actually out of the back of that charge prey there, so Baskin no real escape mechanism remaining. He can go for his lurking in the water, but it is off cooldown. 6 more seconds for it, and he's going to get bursted down beforehand. His best rotation is good. 8 kills now for Cognitive to the 3 of Cloud9 through 11.5 minutes. And the lead still sitting on 2K here for Cog.
Baskin going down there could spell a lot of trouble around the map. They should use this advantage now. Meerkat has got to rotate out of this lane.
Like I said, Cognitive doing the right things to kind of keep this lead. They haven't really done the things that let them expand the lead. They didn't take a Gold Fury off of that last initiation on the right side because they used the Athena ultimate. But now they will go ahead and move on in. Nuwa and Gab making their way. Apollo, he looks like he wants to come around the corner. Does BaRRaCCuDDa. He's going to flank this fight. Gold Fury down to about 50% HP, and it's going to be leashed now. MLC, he'll only get a roar with that, and this should be a dead Nuwa because they're going to force out the ultimate.
No, Jeff's here. Jeff's here. She's fine. Cataclysm.
I don't know. Taunt comes out
Jeff,
after the Geb shield. Yeah. Really great play by Aror there. I mean, one of the major intricacies of playing Athena against, or playing really any Guardian against Geb is that you have to get Geb +1 in any kind of initiation. And,
or really it's the 1 plus the Geb.
Sure, yeah. Whatever you're trying to kill, you need to get Geb with it, and they do there successfully. Stone Shield did come out, but it came out before the taunt.
Right,
anyway.
Even with the shield, but Jeff was too close. He was trying to get the 4-man Kata to truly save stealth, and he didn't get the Kata off in time.
Geb +1?
Geb +1. Aror finds a really big win for his team. Cloud9 down by 7 kills and almost 4,000 gold after a rather dominant first game.
And there goes the speed buff.
Andy's okay with it, though. If this was weakened, that probably would have been F6.
At least an attempt at an F6, right?
Guys, I just don't want to play
anymore. Baskin. Not going to get it this time. Sickening strike and a charge prayer away. Tier 1 on the right side. Going to be at least pressured here by Cognitive Gaming. Hou Yi farming up his purple happily. Andinster on the hunt, though. Let's take a look at the left side as the Dragon King looking for a pick onto Cabom here.
I don't know if he's going to have it. Cabom doesn't have a lot of mana. He should wait for the Ricochet.
Here we go. They're going to dive. Oh, no.
Has enough to dive bomb. should still be safe. Andy using Dragon Call at that range is not going to allow him to have enough damage, but Cabom just used his mana. Andy should try to make the return kill because it will happen.
I think he's just not worried. Once he saw the Dragon Call had already been used, he's like, well, fine, I can dump my remaining mana and retreat a bit. It would take BaRRaCCuDDas across the sky to really catch up to him at that point.
Double Stone of Gaia, by the way, Bart, coming out.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, it's lots of sustain coupled with the heals that, you know, djpernicus brings to the table. You put a few...
That's 4 magicals, right?
Oh, is it?
On Cloud9,
yeah. It is.
That was the correct analysis in that situation, Brandon.
I mean, 4 magical, really, it could be the 4 defend 1, though. That's the problem. Like, if you focus too much on Kuang, BaRRaCCuDDa's going to lay waste to that team.
That's not enough, I don't think, though.
Oh, I definitely think it's enough. See, 4 physical hurts. 4 magical, I think, is okay. Because if you ever play up and into the objectives are hitting you for physical damage. There still has to be physical defense built.
Yeah, absolutely. Hindla.
3-man kata.
Probably dead.
Stuck. He's going to hit by Ricochet as well. Bounce triple! Cabom not getting credited with the kill. djpernicus finishing it up, but that angle was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, Cognitive's in a really, really great position to win this game, actually, here at 14.5 minutes. I mean, they've done really everything they need to do. They have the sustained physical damage out of Hou Yi, Bellona, and Guan Yu, plus that heal.
Barry, you feeling
and then
cheeky?
they have the burst out of the Athena and Giannis that's, as we've seen, sufficient to find some kills. BaRRaCCuDDa trying to make a play on the red buff there, but it's not going to be started up by Giannis, who is going to defend his Tier 1 tower here, will best. Forced to respect those new Walkley minions.
A little bit early. No, no,
Bestie, what are you doing, bud?
Portal will buy him some time here, but Audacity procs, and he's going to take at least 80% of that tower with him.
Yeah, he's got to eat a couple Apollo in hands, has prevented from just going down outright. Best. He thought he had the stopping power by hitting BaRRaCCuDDa there, but just wasn't enough. He didn't get it. But it looks like they are going to concede the tower to Hou Yi here. Geb not going to be able to stop this one in time.
No, yeah,
unless he pops him.
Actually, I mean, there could be a level of defense. And yeah, you notice he actually hits the archers to kill him with the shockwave. Then he stone shields himself and takes the hit to change the tower aggro immediately. This ensures that Cabom has to try to dodge one of the largest hitboxes in the game while attacking it, and it's just not going to happen. But Jeff concedes it anyway.
Yeah,
tower
next wave they concede it. It's because BaRRaCCuDDa needed the back there. He took the back camp, so it was too low to really put up any kind of defense.
Does Cabom try to make a play here? I think they should rush this and get about 50% of the health off, but they're going to take the safe route despite the fact that pretty much
they have really good ward coverage as well. I'm surprised to see them back off here. It's because they want to make the play in the mid lane, I suppose.
They didn't even need the wards. I mean, everyone else was on the map at that point.
You may see the horse come out here as the Kuang teleport now.
Will was used. Right camp's coming up. Perhaps they're gesturing towards that, but for right now, no one looks like they're ready to commit here. It's very hard to jump into a new one.
Just going to run into them in the jungle here. Orange buff, they do have the timer for that, remember, and maybe the blue as well. Is he taunting?
What's Cabom doing over here? Is he lost?
Well, he rotated from the left so that they wanted to 5-man there. But with Apollo, is this a fire giant?
I mean, they've got to do something. Otherwise, BaRRaCCuDDa's going to take a tier 2. Like, they have to start trading something. This is a large amount of lost farm time. Cabom should not be on this side of the map right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they really know exactly what they want to do here.
Smart rotation, though. Check out Meerkat using that teleport.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, that good control.
Yeah,
good,
now they'll
good audible.
Scourge? Oh.
That's more than 80 damage.
Later.
I thought he was going to dive in for a second.
Backcamps. The long ride for the backcamps.
Still about 4,000 gold in Cog's favor. You know, the difference, though, if Cloud9 was 8 kills ahead, it's likely we would see somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 to 7,500.
Yes.
Right? Cog not the master farmers that Cloud9 have shown themselves to be. So far, a rough game. They've really been picking on JeffHindla.
Yeah, they haven't really pulled too far ahead. Like I said, they're doing like 85% of the right things to make this a 10,000 gold lead. There's just a little bit missing, right? They're taking those advantage of those big wards. But I think that play on the right side where they retreated instead of taking 50% of that tier 2 and forcing out some rotations was a little bit of a misplay, right? That long rotation to the right side of the map that we just saw where they didn't really get anything out of it, they just basically gifted some experience to Cloud9. I mean, there's just small things like that that aren't making this lead catapult. So now you're just looking at Cognitive Gaming needing to, you know, their win timing gets pushed out further and further if they do win, because they really do need a pretty substantial lead to fight into this Cloud9 roster that can turtle fairly well, I'll say. Baskin's such a resilient frontliner with that magic damage and MLC stealth. You have to respect the minions really at all stages of the game. It's hard to fight through the chokes of the base, so a substantial lead and a fire giant buff probably going to be needed for Cognitive to win this game.
What does Cog choose to do now? I mean, they're kind of...
it should be a Gold Fury.
Yeah,
a pick into a Gold Fury here.
Gold. We need to see Best and Pernicus really get in there more. What I don't understand is how Pernicus is level 13.
He's 14 now.
This actually might be the undoing, because he's almost 1,000 gold ahead of Andy, and he's a full level down.
He's been doing a lot of running around. I mean, he's a support after all.
He's got a horse. They got to run faster.
They're trying to make a play on the Andy. Do they have the CC chain?
That's a lot of damage.
Tallow Assault not going to be there, but
and they're going to take him. Well, even through the stone shield they get him. Pernicus credited with the kill here as Jeff takes about a third of his health on the way back. Baskin's
Apollo, is that ultimate available again? Yeah, it's up for BaRRaCCuDDa, so.
Is he going to choose this tower over this Gold Fury defense? It looks like, yeah, Cloud9 not
the best
going to make
trade
the
they can
attempt.
make, right?
And he's not going to get the tier 2, so it'll be 500 for about 15. Smart.
There you go, Roar. Padding the stats. 35 damage. That's 2 defensive BaRRaCCuDDa ultimates. It takes 2 across the skies to net a tier 1 in exchange for Gold Fury, and probably going to drop their tier 1 in the mid lane here as well pretty easily as Cognitive portal to zone.
This mid tower, though, will trade out pretty easily given the fact that the red mid tier 1 is about to fall. It's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. It'll trade right back pretty much instantly.
15 kills, though, in 13 minutes. Or I'm sorry, 20 minutes. We are seeing a rather large lack of action. Considering Cog is in such a demanding lead, I would have expecting more fights, more forces.
No toe shouts. Meerkat, too swift. Dashing out of there. Andis are doing a lot of hunting on the left side of this map trying to find Hou Yi, and it seems like that's a pretty unconfirmable kill for Kuang unless he immediately one-shots him.
And you see that meditation coming out again. Good mana control.
Yeah, he's had that one for a minute here.
He's probably going to go into that salvation when Andy starts to come online, stop the executions.
More magical defense being stacked up by Baskin. I'm sorry, by Meerkat on the Bellona.
Yeah.
And the BaRRaCCuDDa has completed 3rd item for Giannis here, so before real penetration coming out, straight into Hou Yi. But it's a 4-0-7 performance from Best so far. And look, Pern's 5-1-6. I mean, this is a very, very dominant 11 assists as well, 11 out of 12 kill participation for the Athena.
I mean, that's just Aror, though, right?
Yeah, Aror's a beast.
I mean, 0-0-11, I mean, that's 95% kill participation on top of the fact that he has no kills or deaths. That's exactly where a support wants to be. I mean, just low kills, low deaths, tied, right? And then just high assists.
Well, if Cog does go on to win this game, I hope that we get Aror for the interview.
Why is that?
You really want to talk to Pern? Or Best?
I mean, Pern is always the interview. He's going to play some John Cena, right?
Yeah. No, I think we're going to get, if they win, we're going to get Best.
Okay, why's that?
I don't know. Just don't you like him?
All right, good talk, man.
It's Best. He loves Smite Chat.
It's the best. His name is the.
His name is Jeremy Daly.
What's his last name?
Daly, I believe.
Daly?
Daly, yeah.
I don't know. All right, I believe you.
There's Brett Feely and Jeremy Daly. Feely Daly, the Feely Daly wedding.
So right there, Andy lost his Dragon Call. Going to be on cooldown for another 10 seconds. He probably will concede this pressure.
Yep,
Bomb
away
ready
he goes.
to defend.
Baskin through the portal, trying to stop this tier 2 assault. It's going to be a little bit late on that rotation. Best is forced to beat that, and he'll port away. And he'll leave Meerkat and Pern high and dry, yeah. and then really dip.
Yeah, they were done. They're like, all right, this is over. Cabom is backing. No, okay, going to continue pushing. He really should kill the next 3 waves as fast as possible to allow himself a better route of rotation.
Yeah, he needs to shove this wave out, but you can see Cloud9 knows that that's also the case, and they're going to make their way in force over here. And Cabom, he's recalling right away. Don't want anything to do with that rotation. He'd rather just 5-man.
It's still late. Let's go to the graphs here. It's been pretty slow, but you'll see Cognitive is kind of inching downward little by little. 8,000 gold in the lead right now, averaging out to about 1,400 per player. I mean, that's
not often you see the gold difference be this much higher than the experience.
This is very uncommon. Gold being
is
higher
it
than
more or
experience
less uncommon than the uncommon sash?
I love uncommon sash.
So it's less. It's more common.
It's more common than the uncommon sash.
But it's still uncommon for Smite.
Have you ever run uncommon Anubis where you build the entire uncommon sash tree?
Yeah.
All right.
I have.
Good talk.
Back probably before it was all in the uncommon sash tree, but yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know. Did you really buy E-Staff? Why did you buy E-Staff on Anubis?
BaRRaCCuDDa, man. You get that extra healing to fill up the health that you gain from Estaf.
Uncommon Anubis.
All right.
Look at Bellona just taking towers, taking names, pushing waves on the right side here.
Yeah, she got another tier 2.
Cognitive kind of forcing the issue on the left side as well. Well, Cloud9, they're like, what do we really do? Do we split someone off here? What's the play for Meerkat? Does he just keep on with the keep it on?
Diving in. No, Cabom is standing still. Not sure what the call was there. That involved him not moving at all. That was very strange. Gold Fury's coming up, though, in just a few seconds, Bart.
Take a look at our mid laners here. This is MLC Stealth and TheBest.
Considering the win-loss ratios, MLC Stealth much higher. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he wasn't connected for a few games. There was a few forfeits in there. Best, though, I mean, the player damage is very high, considering that KDA and win-loss.
Well, Cog has gone ahead and started up the Gold Fury here, and it will be uncontested.
Yeah.
Cloud9, they know they can't fight this, and a little hallmark of that championship team decision-making wins championships, and they'll give away the Gold Fury and take the fight at the base, it looks like.
Cabom almost level 20 here, I would imagine. BaRRaCCuDDa following suit quickly. You'll notice a 10,000 gold difference now. We'll go back to the items. And Cabom sitting in a pretty decent spot here, about 1,200 gold ahead. So he'll have his major crit online beforehand, especially considering he still has the blue stone to finish up. We'll check gold in hand to show you just how Cabom is shaping up. So with the sale, yeah, he's actually going to stop his back. With his sale of his bluestone, he's going to be close to Rage, but he doesn't have it yet.
He got 3K on Bellona. Where is that going to?
I mean, whenever you have 3K, you just buy Deathbringer, right? I would assume probably Bulwark, going to finish that one up, and then perhaps Mail of Renewal.
Maybe just, yeah, Mail of Renewal or a Midgardian outright, I think, is probably the purchase here.
Could be Spirit Robe as well. Spirit Robe will pay very heavily in this comp, considering there's 4 magical.
Well, BaRRaCCuDDa taking the mark with him.
You could see me do this, right?
The third time that he's ulted those back camps.
Is it the third time?
I think it's the third, maybe the second, but I think it's the third.
It's 3 defensive ults,
You're
I think.
Bulwark into Mail is going to be the play for old Mr.
Mail of
Meerkat
Renewal,
there.
I mean, even against 4 magical is never a bad call. It allows you to dive towers more freely. Plus, with the amount of health that he's built, he has so much sustainability. 100 health on Stone of Gaia, 90 health on Death's Toll. He's got 400 on Frostbound Hammer, another 300 on, wait, is it 450 on Bulwark?
Health?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's adding all of that up, that's another effective 150 health that he gains from the Mail of Renewal. That's craziness.
Right, in addition to the base, right?
Right. The heal puts 150 health every time he gets a kill. Or an assist. And he is likely to get assists.
Yeah, he'll get those quickly. Maybe that item needs a timeout, huh?
No, stop it.
No? You don't think it should only be able to proc like once every 5 seconds?
No. Refresh. It refreshes, it's fine. Hello, Cloud9? Are you guys there?
You can concede a Gold Fury, and you can concede some towers, but conceding Fire Giants post 25 minutes is pretty dangerous.
At 27 minutes, like, it's early enough in the game for that 50 damage to be insanely powerful, and it's late enough in the game to where they can take that and take Phoenixes with it. Cloud9 might have signed their own death warrant right there by conceding that Fire Giant for free.
27 minutes in, 27 and a half nearly. It's 12-3 for Cognitive Gaming, 15 kills in 27 minutes. A pretty fast-paced game, though, for how few kills there are.
Cabom actually avoids the Rage and goes into Deathbringer. Why this is important is, one, he's going to get less crits. There's definitely a TPS advantage by going into the Rage, but given the fact that it also has 20 more damage on the Deathbringer and he's looking for these huge pot shots with the Ricochet, this will wind up giving him more damage in a fight with, I would say, probably 1 crit of every 4 if he gets lucky. Also
doubling up that scaling on the leap, that doesn't hurt as well. But I mean, Deathbringer is the single highest physical power contributing item in the game that doesn't have a contingency or built stack, so Shift Your Shield and Transcendences do provide more, but for one fell swoop, Deathbringer's it.
Tier 2 going down for free, no contest. Smart of the boys in blue to not try to rush that one down, but they have 4 people, now 5 as best returns, rushing down this mid lane with FG, and it's going to be real hard to control this, especially now that Stealth just lost his only stun.
Taunted in is Baskin.
blinks in.
JeffHindla trying to maintain that front line. Cataclysm is good. Going to try to erase somebody is Andy, but Cabom will make it up. But it didn't matter. Baskin did so much damage there. He's getting tossed around his Meerkat as well, and he'll ult in place, but he'll get eaten up by andinster, and Cloud9 will successfully hold plus here versus Cognitive Gaming. To the sky goes BaRRaCCuDDa.
Offensive ult.
He'll be looking for, Pern here. He'll immediately get slowed down, however, by that threshold, which is a little bit frustrating for him, I'm sure, and the ultimate used by Giannis to bail off the rest of the team. They'll concede a tier 2
I don't
here
understand
to Cloud9.
what just happened. Like, that looked so free, right? Jeff went in a little bit early, took a ton of health, and then they just chased him and just died.
Yeah, it was just poor peel, really, for Cabom.
No, Cabom jumped into death. Cabom landed in the Lurking on Waters and gave a kill to Baskin.
Well, he had to leap away somewhere.
He could have leapt into the jungle and tried to box.
Yeah, true.
He chose, he guaranteed his death instead of giving himself a chance, and with that, the Phoenix does fall, but some reason it's not Cloud9's that falls, it's Cognitive.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, 5 minutes ago you told me Cloud9 takes the first Phoenix in this game. I would have probably put 3-1 odds on that.
2 minutes ago, not even 5. 2 minutes ago is when they got that Fire Giant. It was 27 blank, right? And now
it's 27XX.
And?
No one takes the Fire Giant anymore. It's not worth the time.
Clearly. Cognitive has given back a lot. They're still 10,000 gold ahead. They still have 3 members with Fire Giant, so it's not like they've completely lost this game by any means, but that's got to shake you.
Look at a Constellation Gold Fury.
Hey.
That's like second best. The runner-up award going to Cog there.
The best would be still the mid laner, right? Right?
The best is the mid laner, though.
Yes. You said the second best.
Oh,
yes.
Brandon Nance, ladies and
I was
gentlemen.
on Netflix watching sitcoms last night. I'm ready to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got all kinds of bad jokes. What were you watching, Brandon?
That was a lie.
The Good Wife?
I mean, probably Rick and Morty.
That's not a sitcom.
Yes, it is. Situation comedy.
It's a cartoon.
They get themselves in situations.
That's true. But that's not what sitcom is.
Situation comedy.
Right, but it's one situation in a sitcom.
No, it's usually 2 situations.
It's one.
It's usually 2. There's usually a subplot. Absolutely. I'm 100% on this.
I don't know.
Every season of Friends.
But isn't the situation just they're all friends together? What's the subplot to that? Some of them hate each other? Like what?
Yeah, Ross and Rachel, they're on again, they're off again.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Oh, man. All right, Cloud9's like, all right, where's the Fire Giant?
Well, Cloud9's just in stall mode now. They're just going to wait out the rest of the Fire Giant here, which has fallen off of Cognitive Gaming. 30 seconds till it spawns again. No one really willing to fight and lose it. It's just a little BaRRaCCuDDa by himself, happily pushing minions as he does.
He'll get a tier 2. Meerkat should not teleport for this. Let it go down. That's why you have a gold lead, so you can give some gold back.
Yeah, but ideally you're giving some gold back in exchange for,
He's going to try to fight. That's a level 20 Apollo. And he's out.
He pops his beads, takes
back
one
camps.
more shot to get the tower.
Oh, there's no back camps.
Oh, no.
This counts. He's flying towards the back camps. That counted. Don't do that.
No, he's scouting. He's going back to the base after this.
All right.
Sick play.
BaRRaCCuDDa giving us a quick flyover of what the Season 2
That's
map
what the Smite map looks like.
Yep, yep. Thank you, Barra, for the assist on that.
So we're looking at about a probably 35, 36 minutes here. We'll see the next big fight. There's going to be some posturing around the Fire
They're so afraid to
Giant.
start this, and no one's even close to them. If they miss this by 3 seconds, and no, that's not going to be the case. Okay.
Okay, so actually, Cloud9 not gonna even attempt to stall this one out, although they might. So we'll see probably the fight then around 34, 35 minutes, a little bit earlier.
The year is 32XX, and they're getting the Fire Giant again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good joke, right?
I liked it.
All right.
The year is 20XX, and every character is Fox, and all they use is Shine.
Yeah, pretty much. That was close.
That is the actual state of competitive Smash Brothers.
No. Armada still plays Peach sometimes, and
No, he
there's like a
doesn't.
Falco or two.
Falco sometimes, from like Mango.
No, I mean, he still plays Peach.
I haven't seen it.
Plus,
in
Box
a
still
while.
Plays Jigglypuff. He's character loyal.
He only plays Jigglypuff.
All right, well, that's not what you said, man. You said everyone plays Fox. All right, we're moving down the mid lane here. They want to control the mid lane, not only to try to get this Phoenix down, but to try to get their Phoenix up without the fear. Oh, Pernicus not taking that fight?
The Smite 20XX is like all characters are Giannis and Meerkat.
Yeah.
There are no cooldowns.
I'm down. I'm down for 80% cooldown.
If it's 5 Meerkats versus 5 Giannis's with no cooldowns, who wins?
Here we go. MLC Stealth getting some damage onto Aror. No one's taking the Phoenix here. In fact, Best is just getting handled in the backline.
It's the second time Kog's going to get completely denied as their first surge comes forward, but now as they resurge, taking a ton of damage as Baskin, but they're not able to secure the kill there. Kuda does take up Pernicus as he tries to move forward. Again, Fire Giant buff. You got to be careful here if you're Cog though. I'm sorry, Cloud9 though, because the reinitiation from Cog could hurt quite a bit. Hindla will take a bunch of his health. Baskin will port into a ward that they've just placed. For now, this one stalls out again. I
think this is going to wind up being the Phoenix being retaken. Cloud9, again, inching their lead back and running it back from the last 5 minutes. They're 10,000 gold behind.
The gold stays the same. The experience is ticking back in favor of Cloud9, but it's pretty meaningless at this point. Everyone level 20.
All right, so here's what happens, right? 5 more minutes go by, they get another uncontested Fire Giant, and the pattern continues, except this time, instead of losing 2 people or 1 person, they lose no people, and the fight just washes anyway, and we'll see them in another 5 minutes where the negative starts.
So 44 minutes in, expect the fight to happen.
That's when they're going to get their kill.
The one kill.
And it's going to be BaRRaCCuDDa.
BaRRaCCuDDa will go down. That's
going to be BaRRaCCuDDa.
Right. Well, he's the only one that matters, really.
All right. So let's just close our eyes for 10 minutes. It'll be more exciting that way.
Okay.
All right.
Once you go off sound cues,
I'm down.
Giannis is fighting something. We actually both did close our eyes in the studio, guys. I mean, probably way less funny for you at home, but.
And then the cameraman just brought us somewhere, nowhere, nothing was happening.
Great job.
Hey, look, a free Gold Fury. I remember this.
Right, they take the free Gold Fury, and then they go take maybe this red, or they at least look at the red buff. They probably shove out the left side lane a little bit.
For everyone that's still in high school and middle school, and you ask yourselves, why do we have to take history? It's so boring. History is doomed to repeat itself unless you learn it.
Right.
That's why they hired that new Cloud9 sub. Herwind right now is transcribing the entire events of the last 10 minutes.
That's what he does. He takes minutes.
Yeah, he takes minutes. That way, they're going to study them a minute before the Fire Giant comes up, right?
Okay,
and then
here's
everything's
going
to change. Everything's going to change, Bart.
Oh, okay. Meerkat, he wants Andy, and he may just have Andy. Beads.
Ooh.
And yeah, just have it.
The preemptive beads there were for cooldown, but Andy, I guess, in a very weird, uncharacteristic lack of reaction, ults into the beaded Meerkat. He tried to space himself. It was his only option. The shield bash was coming. But Meerkat takes down the Kuang.
Well, they got their pick earlier than we expected.
Supposed to be BaRRaCCuDDa.
Yeah, but it's Andy. It's another core damage healer. They'll find a double man taunt here. It's the get +1 that you're looking for.
They should have this. Cabom and Meerkat should be able to blow up this Phoenix. And it looks like that's what's happening. First Phoenix is going to fall. They're going to go to mid lane. Eyes on BaRRaCCuDDa as he tries to fight into 5.
He gets disarmed nicely there. They should be able to get the Phoenix before the disarm wears off. He has too much a chance to
Phoenix
get much out. Phoenix does fall down now. There is no Eagles Rally from Bellona, remember, for that long-range initiation. MLC, he's forced up in that new ultimate, and Guan Yu is going to heal the team up as they make their way over to the third and final Phoenix Fire Giant buff helping out there as well.
Oh, Baskin, don't back. Baskin, don't back. Oh, no one's going to be able to defend this one. Stealth's going to throw the minions down. Stun going to go onto Aror, but it's not going to be a huge amount of effectiveness. Third Phoenix likely to fall here as it looks like Hindla and BaRRaCCuDDa trying to do something. Best taking a lot of damage, but they still get the third major objective.
Oh, the Suns are going to be huge here. Cuts off the retreat for Cloud9, slowing down JeffHindla as well. Now Pernicus hops onto the horse. He's smacking BaRRaCCuDDa around. He will get the stun onto the Apollo. Beads on in time. Can they take out BaRRaCCuDDa in the back of this fight? The disarm. They just need one more shot. Off the mark was the ricochet. Andinster will get a kill onto Cabom. In the meantime, looks like Pern should be able to clean up onto BaRRaCCuDDa as well. But now they've lost their Hunter. All 3 Phoenixes are down, however. And Pern on the retreat. He's going to get plucked by Sobek in a moment.
Pernicus needs to do something. At this point, he doesn't need to live. He just needs to delay for as long as possible. Baskin, Charge Prey going to come up. Oh, minions. Oh, God. That hurt my bones. Hey, there, they came back. Oh, come back. New,
What, the clay minions?
Yeah. They just like ran in the opposite direction.
Derp away into the jungle.
Oh, man.
Chinsai is going to come out for the Bellona now.
All right.
Hey,
looking for a little bit of damage. Without penetration, it's unlikely he's going to see a massive burst. Usually Executioner in this phase would wind up playing a little bit better considering he's being
I think the Titan's Bane here, like Pern has done. Just take that objective damage. That's what you need. You need better and faster structure kills.
Can C9 end here?
No.
I mean, they have 3 waves of fire minions coming in just a second here. Meerkat successfully defending so far. Best with a huge swing. Cloud9 trying for the big play here, but it was MLC being a little bit too late. They have to end now or they're
that's
lose
a huge taunt. Aurora wins the game with that taunt right there.
That's it. That's GG.
GG.
Cog.
Wow, what a taunt coming out. Hits all 3 members. Shield wall hits twice and an unstable vortex. That's enough to get the kill. Down will fall Sobek as well. It's just MLC stealth remaining. Titans falling as well. It was an all-in. Either way.
There's a slight chance?
He definitely can't defend unless he does it.
Oh my god, that thing has 400 health left. That's crazy.
And Bellona's knocking on the door. Stealth.
She could just Eagles rally in, right?
Waving. Look at him. He's walking them in as Cognitive will defeat Cloud9. My goodness.
There's no way he's keeping it.
Love that kid.
Good stuff still.
Good
Way to have some sportsmanship on
Yeah,
that.
a little manner there as Cognitive puts up a real gem, and they take a game off of Cloud9.
That does a lot for...
That looked better than 20%.
I don't know, man. Because like if you consider how ahead they were...
You're right.
That was the 20% win to me. Especially
they didn't throw, even though they left that door open for a long time to Cloud9. Cloud9, they did just enough to prevent them from actually walking through it and coming back into the game.
See, this does more than just a win for Cog, because this also drastically hurts both Denial and Elevate.
Yeah. Here's your first blood.
Pernicus getting on a player in the game this time. Incredible.
You know, player of the game is very, very rarely the support. Just because, well, one, looking at a support's highlight reel is usually just like, oh, he got a bunch of taunts.
Look at all these taunts.
But I think Aror is probably the reason they won this game.
Was it Kanye Life that one time? It was just the taunt reel. It's like 9 taunts in a row. Sick.
But yeah, I mean, I think Aror plays the best in that game for COG personally.
No, the best is the
best. The best played well, but Aror played the best. But the best is on the line.
Oh, Bart.
So should we talk to him or no?
Please. Best, are you there?
Hey guys, what's up?
You best be there.
Best's voice does not match his picture.
No, yeah. If you guys didn't know.
Where's the picture?
That's adapting.
Hey. Damn, adapting is good.
He is good. He is also maybe the best.
Yes.
Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Congratulations to beating Cloud9 there, man. That's really big for you guys. That moves you up nicely in the standings.
Not too bad. How about you guys? Wait, you expected a serious one? Oh, yeah, we're pretty happy with the performance. We at least took one game.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously you don't want to lose that first game there. But so Pernicus, twice on the Guan Yu. Meditation's coming out both times. Obviously your Giannis performance looked pretty good there as well. You know, what do you think, like, how much practice did Cabom have on the Hou Yi for you guys to pick that up there? I mean, this composition that you guys, it seems like there's now really a cognitive brand of Smite that we're seeing. Can you just comment a little bit on the style you guys like to play?
Honestly, we just walk around pushing buttons. That's all we do.
Yeah, that seems about right.
All right.
Sometimes it's the 4, sometimes it's the 2, as Giannis.
Yeah.
No, 3 is really
just
important.
when you see the pizza walking down the street, you just hide the cheesecake.
There it is, the classic Aror. I was hoping that we get Aror so I could ask him, you know, what made the pizza walk, you know.
Oh,
for those of you who don't know, Aror, for whatever reason, he's like the Yogi Berra of Smite, but also just kind of an idiot, right? Like Yogi Berra has like the, you know, when you come to the fork of the road, take it, and Aror's just like, what, the pizza's walking down the street?
That is the second time a caster has called the player an idiot today. I want to point that out.
Aror is a goofball, certainly. So Jeremy, what's next, man? What are you guys thinking? I mean, you're coming to LAN. You had a pretty good showing at the last Cognitive LAN as well. Now you've taken some more games off of top teams. You know, obviously there's some things that aren't going exactly right as you start to close out games, but you know, what's the mood of the team? Are you guys feeling pretty confident going into the last couple weeks of the season?
I just hope we have a full roster, dude. I don't want to get DDoSed.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
All right. Any shout-outs before we let you go?
Shout out to Blistener and Cloud9's multi-role player, and of course Buckfest. Thank you guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Best. At TheBest on Smite on Twitter, /TheBest_on_Smite on Twitch.
Our final set of the day is going to be between Denial and Elevate, the 7th and 8th seeds, trying to I guess, play up a little bit.
Huge win for Denial.
Yeah, they must win.
Yeah.
There is a must-win
Elevate
situation
also must
here.
win, so everybody must win here today. That does it for me for North America, and we're moving into game number 4 here, guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few.
Guess you're very quiet type, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy, look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand, you've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you